Hi, it's Michelle from Calculated Survival, and we are going live tonight, my first time live, so bear with me. I appreciate your patience. We're going to go through some survival scenarios and do some multiple guess questions. We'll talk about what some of my personal survival items and what I carry. And let's do a couple questions. So if you were to go on a plane tonight, where would you go? So I'd like to travel to Indonesia or to New Zealand, somewhere far on the other side of the world. So some of the next things we're going to do is, what is your favorite happy place? Is it the mountains, beach, or the city? Mine would totally be the beach. So we have a couple people coming on. So hello to everybody. Welcome. So I have some survival questions that we figured we'd go through and do some multiple choice question and answers. Mr. Reed, you said the mountains. Why the mountains? I like mountains too, especially West Virginia, and Maine has some beautiful mountains. So we have first question. If you're walking at the beach at night with a group and you notice that you've fallen behind and you don't see your group anymore, what should you do? Keep walking down the beach hoping to catch up? That's A. B, stop, call out, use a light to signal. Or C, cut across the dunes and try to find them faster. Anybody care for a guess? Well, definitely stop, call out, and use a light to signal, because you don't want to wander into the dunes any further and get lost into the dunes. And Mr. Reed, of course, you got it. Try to call out to them, shout to see if you can see them, signal with any lights that you might have. Next one. If you're alone walking down a city street at night and you notice that you think somebody is following you, what do? A, duck into a store or crowded place. B, confront them directly. C, walk faster and take a random side street. Hopefully not C. We don't want to end up in a side street in the dark alone. So the correct answer is A, duck into a store or a crowded place, because safety is in crowds and in lighted areas. You want to be somewhere where there's people around. EQRC said call somebody on the phone. That's an excellent answer. Having somebody on the phone that you can tell them where you're at and what's going on is always a good choice. Bye, Mr. Reed. If you lose your passport when you're traveling, A, try to leave the country anyway. B, report it to local police in your embassy. Or C, post it on social media and ask for help. Hopefully you don't post it on social media. Go to your embassy and get your passport and your IDs figured out. Hello, Steve. And hello, Iran. Welcome to the group. Like I said, this is first try at going live. So the next one, we just did a recent video on this. If you get bit by a snake, what do? 1, suck the venom out. 2, keep calm, immobilize the limb and get medical help. Or 3, cut open the bite and bleed it out. Okay, so don't cut and don't bleed out. B is the correct answer, or number 2, keep calm, immobilize the limb, and seek medical help. You don't want to go with the Hollywood answer of sucking out the bite or cutting. You definitely want to keep calm, and get some medical attention immediately. The next one is if you're in a hotel and the fire alarm goes off, what are your best responses to a fire alarm? A, grab everything and head to an elevator. B, leave immediately and use the stairs. And C, wait to see if it's a drill. Obviously, stay out of the elevators. Elevators are death traps during a fire. Go to the stairs and get out immediately. Don't wait to see if it's a drill. And EQ, of course, you're correct. Excellent. Now we're on a cruise. So say you're on a cruise, you're having some fun, and you see somebody jump over the railing. And what do? A, jump in after them. B, shout for help and throw anything in that might float. Ignore it and somebody else will handle it. Don't ignore it. Try to get help immediately. Find some crew members. If you have a flotation device nearby, you can always send that overboard, but then you're throwing things over the side of the ship. So definitely B. EQ, you're absolutely correct. If you're lost in the woods, what do? A, keep walking till you find a path. B, stop, mark your spot, and use landmarks to reorient. And C, shout nonstop until somebody hears you. We've done a couple videos on this one on the Calculated Survival channel. The correct answer is B, stop, mark your spot, reorient yourself. Don't walk in circles, don't wander around, because then you can get yourself more lost. If you have a phone and you have signal, make a call. The next one, if you feel that somebody's trying to pickpocket you when you're out, maybe traveling and sightseeing, what do? A, check your pockets and move away. B, confront them loudly. Or C, ignore it and keep shopping. It's always fun when you're traveling, you get distracted and you notice that somebody's trying to bump into you. Moss grows on the north side of the tree. So we did do a video on that one as well. Moss doesn't always grow on the north side of the tree. That depends on the location you are and the orientation and shading of the trees. There is one video on CalculatedSurvival.com. Look it up and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. All right, back to pickpockets. So A, check your pockets, move away. Confront them loudly, ignore it, or keep shopping. You definitely want to check all your pockets, make sure you have everything, and then move away from that area. Start paying attention because pickpockets use distraction and bumping into people to grab your items out of your pockets. So secure all your items. I hope you like the channel, CalculatedSurvival.com, and the new one that we have is the Calculated Survival RV and Travel channel, which we're going to try more travel trips, more location, and traveling onto different sites in sightseeing. Our next question is if you break down in the car at night, what do? Stay inside, lock the doors, call for help. That's A. B, get out, walk to find help. Or C, accept help from the first person who stops. So we are on stay, breaking down in the car at night. And please stay in the car, lock the doors, call for help. Don't get out, don't accept help from people until the either police comes or whoever you called for help comes to help you out. This is a fun one. Okay, you're swimming at the beach and you get stung by a jellyfish. What do? A, pee on the sting. B, rinse with seawater and use vinegar if available. Or C, rub it with sand to scrape it out. I know there's a slight delay, so I'll give you a moment. Anybody that's grown up on island or near oceans, hopefully will have an answer for that one. And peeing on a jellyfish sting is a myth. That is not the one what you want to do. Rinse it with seawater as much as you can. Make sure that you don't have any of the jellyfish legs or tentacles are stuck to your skin. And don't scrub it. Don't scrape it. Don't rub sand on it. Just use seawater and vinegar. We have another question. What type of videos do you like to see on the Travel Channel? So if you have any ideas, shoot them our way. Looks like we got a couple people that got some answers correct. We enjoy that. So next, let's go on to a few items. What do you always pack in your luggage when you travel or in your bag when you leave the house? What are some of the items that you want to take? For me, one of the things I always have in my purse or in my backpack or in my suitcase is my first aid kit. It's small, it's light, and it has everything that I need. I've used it several times in random places for random people. It's always handy to keep it, and it's very convenient. I also keep it in the car. I've one in the car. I've given it to some of my friends. I've given it to family. It's a great gift for Christmas or birthdays when you don't have something and you can just give them something that's useful for themselves. Next one. So who's lost their luggage? Who's had their luggage lost by an airline? That's happened to me a couple times. So it's come down to when you travel, the best thing to do on your carry-on is take a whole set of clothes, take a small amount of toiletries that you can carry you for a couple days until you can either get your lost luggage or buy some clothes and some toiletries. Okay, so let's go over a couple things that I have with my, for like safety items that you carry around. These are some of the things that I picked up. I don't know if I can see if I can get this. Here we have. This is, and this is going to be loud, so I do apologize right away. I have this connected to the outside of my purse. So what this is a sound alarm. And anytime that I feel like I need to use it, all I have to do is disconnect it. Extremely loud. And then it flashes and it alarms. So it draws attention to anybody that's around me will then stop and look and see what's going on. So hopefully if I need help, somebody will give me assistance. So that is my favorite. These two items here, we have pepper spray that looks like a perfume bottle. This one you can use, but just be careful if you don't use it properly, or you can accidentally forget that it's pepper spray and don't think it's perfume. So remember which one is your pepper spray and which one is your perfume, because it is a cute little container. This one here, this one's great. It's a flashlight. It's also a nice stun gun. So this one also looks like a nice perfume thing that you can keep in your purse. Just remember how to use it and don't get it turned on you. This one is a pen with a sharp point. This one I don't recommend unless you know how to use it and use it safely because it could be taken away and used against you. So these are interesting little items and safety items to keep with you. Again, this one is my favorite, the sound alarm. Any questions on any of that? I'm going to open up for a few questions, like generally about travel or about safety, if you guys have any. So there's no quick questions about survival. I do have Eric here as well. If you guys have any questions that can answer on something that I might not be an expert on, but he is. We'll also try to do one where he's the center of the live video. Any newcomers? Oh, we have a question here. Have you traveled out of the country? Travel out of the country all the time. Is there a particular question about it? Do you want to know what about a particular country? Let's see. EQRC. So, on most of my trips, I like to go to Mexico, but I've been to Europe. Oh, EQRC, do you read about the laws of the country before you go? That is an excellent question. Yes, so what I do like to do is get a whole background on the country before I go. There's a synopsis about what the laws are, what you can carry. The big thing to be aware of is knives, because some countries will allow knives, pocket knives, different sizes of knives, and some do not have any, don't allow it at all. So you don't want to get caught bringing a knife into a country that you're not supposed to have it. So be very careful with what you carry in. I don't know if you guys have seen the article about the one that got pulled over for having a bullet shell, not an actual bullet, just the shell of a bullet, and they got put in jail. I think that was in Mexico. So make sure that don't dump out all your luggage before you pack it, in case there's something in there that you might have here in the US before you travel, and that's not allowed in the country that you go to. So beware of that. Any other questions? Okay. What's the website, Eric, that the U.S. government has for each country?
We should have a video on it. So
Yeah, I
it's the
know.
next video. It's the council.
Oh, the consulate has videos on what you can bring into different countries. We also have another question. Have I been in the military? No, I was not in the military. Eric was in the military, and I grew up. My father was in the military, so I grew up around military bases. And any other travel questions or anything about safety on the channel? Okay, that's about all I have for tonight, unless there's something, another topic that you guys would like to talk about. Really appreciate you guys coming out. Maybe next time I'll put some music on in the background or something. It's awfully quiet. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thank you for joining for my first live video. I appreciate you guys checking in and following us and subscribing to our channel. Have a good evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.